It's your boy Kid Clutch, one half of the Curse Ones podcast. I guess one third because that's what Bodega said in the last video. But of course, I'm joined with the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Bodega.
Yes, hello, hello. I mean, I had to say one third because we couldn't keep disrespecting the real deal like that.
No, I mean that's fair,
he's
but
filled in. He's filled in a few times for the one half.
I know he initially came in to just kind of like film us and like be like nice little director, and then he's like, I'm gonna get in this shit. I'm like,
Yeah, for sure, for
um,
sure.
no, but today episode 23, because no, probably 24. We'll see. We'll see when we're gonna
It might be
post it.
23, 24.
23,
Yeah.
24. We're talking about not anime today. I know, crazy, in fucking sane. We're not talking about anime
Oh
today.
my god.
The 20 subscribers we have are gonna fucking leave.
I know. We're gonna go down to 19.
It's just that one hater. Speaking of, before we
Yep.
even get started, I don't know if you noticed it, Dev or Bodega, but in our solo leveling video, there was a comment of some random guy, and he was trying to flame me because I was slightly disrespected solo leveling.
No, I didn't. I didn't get to see it.
I
What did
ended
he
up
say?
replying to him. He pretty much said, I'm not gonna pull up the exact thing, but he was upset that I called it repetitive. And he was pretty much saying like, oh, like he literally said like I know the exact things. Like, Buddy on the left talking about me doesn't know anything about power, like power manga in shows, and I'm just like, I don't know anything. He said that the fight between Igris and Sunwoo was the best fight he's seen in the 130 plus animes he's ever seen.
Wow. like I want to, like I got a supporter who, like, like a fellow solo leveling lover over
I
here.
mean, he
But
wasn't on
like,
your side. He was just against me.
I know, yeah, but like I was glazing solo leveling, so he's just like he hates you. But like, dog, yeah, no, that's not the best fight. Naruto versus Sasuke is a lot of Naruto fights exist.
I
Jiren
know,
versus
bro.
Goku. Like, I'm just
Dude.
sorry. Like, it's
Like it was
clip.
sick, but like I was just like, and he literally said that me saying that it was a little bit repetitive was disrespectful to the animators and the editors in the show.
But no, how is that?
That's
That's a story point.
what I'm saying.
You're
I'm like,
not.
it has nothing to do with them at all. Like, first of all, it's my opinion. I'm not even I wasn't even disrespectful to Solo in the video. I was like, it was
Not at
a
all.
little. I was just like hyped a little bit more. I kind of thought it was gonna be a little bit more. That's all I said. I was like a little
Mhm.
bit repetitive. That's all I said. And the guy was so mad at me, thinking I'm disrespecting. I'm like, guys, it's opinions. It's not disrespect. When it's disrespect, y'all
It's
know
not.
it would be disrespect.
It's not that serious. Like, it's
That's
not
what
that
I'm saying.
serious.
But anyway,
But
I had to let you know because I didn't think you saw that. I commented on the guy. I was like, man, like Dad didn't say anything. I was like, that's crazy.
yeah, I've been editing. I've been editing so much. Haven't even went on the YouTube page. Just like slipped my mind.
All right, but anyway, okay. So enough with that little tangent. Kind of need to update Dev. Need to kind of update everyone. Today we're talking about honestly this beef between Kendrick and Drake has been fucking massive in terms of like just like a wide scale of like popularity and shit. It's been crazy.
Mhm. No, I agree. I think it's going down as the greatest rap beef all
Probably, yeah.
time. Um, and like when I say that, I'm talking about like Jay Z and Nas, like Takeover and Ether, still iconic. Biggie and Tupac, even though that shit went left real quick,
Hmm.
but like this shit, like to drop like between both of them, what, 7 songs, 6 to 7 songs
Yeah.
in a month's time, just to say that, because it was a little, like a couple weeks, like shit was crazy, and each song was a fucking bop, dude.
Yeah. Not like a
I want
bop,
more.
but like they had some juicy fucking details.
Yeah,
They had some
yeah.
shit that
I
they
mean,
were
the
saying.
last two were bops for
Oh yeah,
sure, like
absolutely.
certified, like bangers.
Yeah, I mean,
I just don't even know, man. Like the discussions that we've been in in our group chat regarding this beef has been insane, to the point where I'm like, bro, I'm just gonna stop talking about this because we're just going everywhere, and it's just like me and Justin and you are all the type of people like once we think something, it's like no, that's you cannot change my mind. Justin is still sending me things related to the beef, shitting on Drake, and I'm just there like bias,
What
bias.
had me
Like,
dying the most thing is the fact that we had been talking about the beef for like a day or two at that point, and like
mhm.
Nando already kind of conceded, and he was like, "All right, I'm done." And then Justin, like 2 days late, comes in with like 10 messages, like, "Nah, bro, Kendrick the best. Kendrick fucking cooked them." I'm just like, brother, did you not read the 100 plus messages we just like fucking like you're late to the fucking party?
But what I found interesting was because I knew he wasn't gonna relent. But like when he was just like, bro, you're talking about beats. I'm like, everything goes into the song,
It
lyrics,
does,
beats,
bro.
you know,
Like,
all the ad libs, all the jabs. Like he was like, nah, bro, it's just lyrics. And I'm just there like, bro. And then when I started saying everything, he stopped messaging. I was like, oh, I think I got him.
I
I think I
got him.
got, you
I
know what?
got him.
I was gonna sit back. I was gonna sit back. Now, mind you, before we even like go any deeper into this pause, obviously, like I'm big fans of Drake and Kendrick, you know, and Cole. But Cole made the smart decision and said,
Fucking.
"I'm out."
We'll talk about that in a little bit. Yeah.
But we're not. I'm gonna try to be as unbiased as possible because I feel like you have your bias, Justin has his bias, and I'm just enjoying both ends of the spectrum. Justin literally just messaged me something about Drake.
Oh my god.
But
I mean, we
yeah,
fans are eating. Like at
crazy
the end
time.
of the day, we're eating because like we're getting. First of
Yes.
all, it's taken years and years for Kendrick to even put a song out. And what is the only time he put songs out? Because he was beefing with Drake. So Drake, at the very least, any Drake haters, Kendrick stands, Drake got Kendrick to fucking make music for y'all. So like,
Almost he dropped half a mixtape on him. Like yo,
yeah,
he had
like
like 6 songs
if we're
on
counting
it.
like time length of the songs too, like he pretty much dropped an album within like or like 6 songs in terms of like length of
Yeah,
music
dog. 6 minutes,
just for
six
Drake.
minutes,
So
5 minutes. Yeah.
y'all better be fucking thanking Drake at the very least, because he isn't putting music out. Like,
I honestly like at the very beginning of this when it was still Cole, Kendrick, and Drake, right? I said I don't see any possible way Drake survives this, like, wins. Like it was just to me
and
like
I was
it
like,
was gonna
you're
be
crazy
either
for that.
Kendrick or Cole. It was gonna be either Kendrick or Cole because they're the better lyricists of the bunch,
Yes.
right? But I will give it credit to Drake for not only standing 10 toes down, but beefing with ASAP Rocky, Rick Ross,
Everybody.
Future, Weekend, and Kendrick all at once, saying y'all all can get it.
This is what
Y'all all
has me
can get it.
dying. No spoilers. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but like, this is Gojo versus Sukuna.
Are you serious right now, bro?
Drake
Not
is Gojo, Kendrick Sukuna, and he got every fucking thing on his back. He got everything. He got the writers, he got the stands, he got the fucking West Coast, he got every single thing. He got all the fucking music industry on his back, and Drake's out here being Gojo like, I'm the honor one. I'm fucking with it. Like, and so we all know, all y'all anime fans, all Gojo fans, all Sukuna fans, whatever, y'all know it's the same thing. And Drake and Gojo, they both are him. And they're, like, we're getting information. We're understanding that. We're understanding the truth. Regardless of what anyone wants to tell you, we know the truth. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say.
okay. Obviously, the fact that you correlated Gojo to Drake is outrageous. The fact that you're wearing a Gojo T-shirt is even more outrageous because I know you thought about this ahead of time.
I did.
Not you calling Kendrick K. Kung Fu Kenny Fraud Kuna is outrageous.
Fraud
But
Kuna. Actually, he is
oh
Fraud Kuna if we're being honest. Like,
but I will say I think unfortunately I think the thing that took over the beef was that motherfuckers hate Drake so much that anything Kendrick said, they gobble it up.
That's what I was
Right?
going to talk about.
Whether it's true or not, the fact that like Drake says, "Hey, you beat your wife," even though it may have been proven in 2014, like everyone's like, oh, he doesn't have to acknowledge that. It's Kendrick, blah blah blah. And it
Yeah.
was just like, well, if it was Kendrick saying that Drake beat his baby mama, you guys would be on that. I just wanted it to be fair on both sides.
It was
If
never gonna be fair.
they're shooting allegations at each other, it got to be both sides, But everyone and their mom hates Drake and wants to see him fall, and fail. Like, yo, I give it credit. The man knows what he's doing to stay on top of the game, to be as relevant as he is and as big as he is. At the end of the day, he's just that guy for entertainment wise. Like, he will go down as one of the best entertainers of all time, like in music.
Yeah.
But like, Kendrick. It's unfortunately Kendrick got the whole West Coast. He got Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, over here, and Drake. You thought you had Canada, but even the Weeknd taking some shots at you. Like literally, he's taking some shots at you. So I'm just there like I don't know, man. It was definitely stacked against him, but
That's why I was excited for like
yeah,
it'd be him and Cole versus everybody, because I was gonna be like, that's gonna be fucking sick. Because Cole is my favorite artist, my favorite rapper.
same.
And out of three definitely. And like I understand that like Drake's lyricism is not as good as both of them, but like we underrate Drake's lyricism so much just because he doesn't talk about like these thematic elements of like controversial things like being fucking like struggle and fucking like his time like as like being black and stuff like that. Like it's like, okay, I understand how that is like important in like a very like good writing, but it's like, come on, like Drake has bars. Drake has good writing.
It's
like,
also the ghostwriter stuff. It's like the ghostwriter stuff.
Yeah, but like I mean that's
that doesn't help his
proven.
case.
It's like anybody can say that though. Like you never know. That's why.
But it doesn't, like, they're mad that he has writers and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But then like Drake's written some of Kanye songs, but then everyone's like, oh my god, our Lord and Savior Kanye West, and it's just they're like, again, it's very hypocritical. I just don't know where we go from here. Like Drake says like he was going on vacation, Kendrick drops another song. I don't think Drake's the type of dude to just not say the last word, get the last word in, because he's super petty, and we've seen that. Yeah. My man quoting Kratos, Kill Bill, and just doing. He found the Good Kid, Mad City minivan and towed it, repoed it. Like, he got. I don't know if that was a legit Kendrick's wife's ring, but he had a necklace with the ring on it and stuff like that. Like he goes out of his ways to be petty, and I respect the man for it because it's hilarious. But I just don't know, man. That like I need more music.
I want more music. I mean, like, have you? I don't know if you've seen any of like the memes, and I'm gonna relate to Jujutsu Kaisen again. But like, there's like a meme where it's like it's like Kendrick as like Sukuna or whatever, and like him and Drake are like they like are like saying to them. He's like, oh, like they're like, hey man, great battle. It truly was our Jujutsu Kaisen at the end of the day. And then like Cole comes in and is like, hey guys, I'm sorry. And then Kendrick fucking slaps him, and it's like this is for dissing me. And then kisses him on the cheek and is like, and that's for apologizing. I don't know if you've seen that meme. I want to find that meme.
I haven't seen that meme. I've seen so many memes where what's it called? It's like Kendrick's like Obito, Orochimaru, and then having reanimation summonings. It'd be like Future, Metro Boomin, and all of them just jumping Drake. It's just like I don't. The crazy thing is, this beef got crazier because like since we're so into the social media era of things, like everyone has an opinion on it. Watching academics who I don't like. I don't like watching him lose his shit over Drake's music, and then finding out Kendrick dropped something, and then Los Pollos TV freaking out like, you guys are dissecting Kendrick bars, you fucking weirdos. But then like you go to the Joe Budden podcast, and they're hitting the smees to not like us and shit like that. Like what I found interesting is you either have people who just say Drake won unequivocally, like that he bodied Kendrick. And like in some moments, I did think he bodied Kendrick in songs, but then like Kendrick says some shit, and then people was like, "Bro, it's 4-0." Like Drake got swept, and I'm like, I don't think it was a sweep. At the end of the day, I still think Kendrick won. I think he outsmarted him, and just a tactical move. But Drake definitely made interesting if he was planting fake evidence and shit like that. You know,
Yeah, I mean, like I think Drake won pretty like not convincingly, but I think he won. I think it was I think Kendrick definitely came in with a little bit more like his clever like not songs, but like how he kind of approached the things
like
like
chess
you.
moves.
Yeah, like Euphoria was good. Like even though I disagree in terms of like I think like whole like premise of like Euphoria was fucking stupid in terms of like talking about Drake's not black and stuff because I'm just like bro like no one's I've seen no one seen you mention it but like he's mad at Drake because he doesn't think Drake's black enough because he didn't go through like the same struggles but all you're doing in that is you're advocating that black people in order to be black you need to go through struggling right so like I thought that I was like no one mentioned that and I'm like that's fucking stupid like that's not the point but I do like how he did like that song was fucking great like in terms of how he like kind of like schemed everything together and the writing and like the implication the metaphor in that song I'm like that was impressive like I even though I don't agree
That's
with
a
what
great
he actually
song.
talked about I was like that's impressive to me like even
Yeah,
regardless.
I agree. Song wise, I think the song is great, but there are some bits about it that I'm like, this is the weaker part of the song.
Mm-hmm.
You know, being mad that he's not black enough. Yeah, he has a white mom. He grew up, you know, pretty privileged.
Yeah.
We watched the man grow up on Degrassi. You know,
Yeah.
like,
It's not his fault either. Like it's not even his fault. Like
yeah, you know, but like Kendrick also, like yeah, Kendrick grew through struggles, but a lot of his music is storytellings of him witnessing his environment. So it's not like I'm not like if you were to tell me like oh Kendrick's hard, it's like where you know like
yeah,
he's just he's telling you the stories. I mean you appreciate Kendrick, but I just feel like him worrying about his blackness and stuff like that was like one of the weaker points.
yeah, exactly.
Um, you know, like I get it if you're like talking about Logic, who like is showing more of a white man, even though he's biracial,
Yeah,
the biracial meme. But like, you know, I just felt like that was a weaker part of the song. And then push ups from Drake, honestly, in my opinion, was okay, but it just was more like, you're short, ha 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 ha.
yeah, it
You
was.
know, like,
It was kind of like he was kind of taking like first. I mean, the best line of that song was "Metro shut your po ass up and make some drums." So like, I mean, like, it was definitely just him
well,
kind
you
of
saw
taking
what
shots at.
happened there. BBL
Just
Drizzy.
fantastic, but that
BBL
was weird.
Drizzy.
And people were like
It was
fucking like
weird.
resurfacing stuff like Metro being like a fucking pedophile and stuff like that. Like it was just crazy. Like
Ay, ay, ay.
it's just like it's funny as fuck to me. First of all, like this whole beef is funny as fuck to me because I'm just like, first of all, Kendrick, if you really did all the shit that Drake said and like all that shit is true, why the fuck would you go into beef with him? Like really, like think about it like this. I understand you don't like the man, but like you're okay with your shit that you are a fucking wife beater, that your fucking wife's or your fiance's kid's not yours. You're okay with that shit being leaked, but like just so you can fucking like take jabs at Drake. Like I'm just like, if you got shit in the skeletons in the closet, why are you starting beef? I don't understand that. Same with Metro, same with Arrow. I'm like, why would you do that?
I'm just curious because like a lot of these rappers nowadays, like Kendrick, Rocky, you know, and stuff like that, like they kind of got brought up because of Drake,
Yeah,
you know. So you could go into with the mindset of something must have went wrong when they were like, "Wow, this guy who helped us out, fuck him," you know. Um, or they're just like, "Hey, you know, use him for everything that he can, and then try to undercut him." I don't know which is obviously true, but I just find it funny that like Kendrick's felt like this for a while. That was the consensus that he's felt like this for a while, and that Drake hasn't liked him for a while, and they've been sneak dissing each other. But then I've also heard the rumor that First Person Shooter was originally supposed to be Drake,
Wicked. Yeah,
Cole, and Kendrick, which I'm so mad that that song doesn't exist because that song would be 10 times better with all three of them.
oh
The
yeah,
song is great as it is, but 10 times better. And like I respect Kendrick for wanting to do. If this is like, hey, like if this is like Control, like where I want to show you I'm the best and it's a competition, sure. But then it went from I'm the best in competition to no, I don't like that dude,
exactly.
right?
Yeah,
I don't like that
it,
dude.
it went
And then
from
a
it
big
went
part
from
of
not
it,
I can, that's why J Cole left the beef because I was hoping when this whole thing started, I was like I don't care if they're gonna be talk just like these rumors and allegations of each other being fucking shit people. I don't care because I'm not gonna know. Like we're not gonna get proof, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want them to hop on songs and fucking destroy and murder the beat and just fucking like go crazy. And I want them to put out songs that it's like this is fucking a masterpiece. This is a masterpiece, and then let us decide who's the better fucking artist. And that's what probably J. Cole wanted to do. And then he was like, "That's not happening." And he's like, "I'm getting the fuck out of this."
I mean, with 7 minute drill, like he said some stuff, and he was just there like that didn't feel right in my soul, and it's like I get it. J. Cole now is such a different person that like maybe if this was like Born Sinner J. Cole era where like he was still hung like like on the rise and shit like that, like sure he probably would have said some stuff, but I just how I look at things is Kendrick is a little weird in my opinion, just my opinion. I still love his music, but I don't know, man. What like trips me out is if someone, even if it's not true and it was addressed in 2014 or whatever, that he beats women, it's like I would have said something like, if y'all need proof, you go, you know, um, as well as if Whitney cheated on him with Dave Free,
Yeah,
like it is, in my opinion, it is very weird. Why don't you follow your fiance, but let
that is weird.
you
That
know
is fucking
you let
weird.
someone comment hearts on your photos with the kids?
That's
like
weird.
that's weird. That
But then
is
also you
pretty
think about
weird.
like
That's not
you think about like okay, but is it that obvious? Like, is she that stupid that like it's that obvious? Like that? Oh, it's not Kendra's baby. But I'm gonna leave these little like hints so anybody in the fucking world can pick up. Like, it's just weird to me. And it's like, are they really that oblivious and dumb, or are they like, is it like an accidental thing, or like what is the reason behind it? Because it's weird, and he hasn't addressed any of this.
he hasn't addressed the allegations of abuse, that those kids are not his, but also he hasn't addressed that Drake's like because he called Drake like a deadbeat dad, but also like Drake says you haven't seen your kids in 6 months. It's like no addressing to that. These are just little things that like you know I find interesting. You were so worried about him being not black enough, and then then you're saying he's a pedophile, and then you have to talk. Then you're having, I can't really call it a song because he's just having like an intervention with the whole Graham
Yeah,
family. And then like if you're possibly fed wrong information of Drake having an 11-year-old daughter, that's like I've
crazy. Yeah,
listened to Meet the Grams one time.
me too.
It's not a song that you listen to over and over again,
It's not.
just
Yeah.
because it's more of him just talking. Um, and then to be fed possibly false information, it's just like
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't like that. Like I get you don't have to prove anything to anyone. Like I'm not a wife beater and stuff like that. But would you want that allegation hanging
Yeah.
over your head?
It's like
You
even
know?
if like the Drake like it's I mean it's a lot of shit has come out to debunk Drake being like a pedophile and stuff like that. Like, obviously he even addressed it, but it's like even regardless, like that's still gonna be over his head. Like people, like, Drake haters are still gonna run with that. Like people are still going to run with that narrative. Like so that's like it doesn't matter if like you get concrete evidence that like debunks it. Like it's gonna be like someone's not gonna see that evidence and they're gonna still think you're a fucking white beater. Someone's not gonna see that or they're gonna think you're a pedophile. It does not matter. So like that is why like regardless of it, like do you really want that over your head just because you fucking hate Drake? Like that's why I was like, why enter the beef if you have these skeletons in your closet? It doesn't make
And
sense to
then
me.
something like so what if he's using Ozempic? So what if like
Yeah.
he's had like surgery for abs? Like who cares? It's not like he's selling, like
Yeah.
a lifestyle of like, hey, I work out. Um,
It's just like
I just
embarrassing
feel
stuff, I
like
guess. But I mean, it's like that didn't hit that
yeah,
hard.
like
Like it didn't hit that hard.
but like this whole generation is fake. Like I
Yeah.
mean, like the world is fake. A lot of people using fake hairlines, fake eyelashes. All this is fake. Like especially in Hollywood. But the thing that trips me out is people were mad that they're like Drake, you have to address being a pedophile, and then he addresses it, and they're like, oh, why'd you address it? You look weak.
Yeah.
And all you said was nah. Why'd you mention Millie Bobby Brown's name? It was like, well, one, Kendrick had a line that said stranger, and then he said 11. Millie Bobby Brown's character is
Yes,
11
yes.
in Stranger Things. Also, Kendrick's fiance's name is Whitney. Her husband,
The
Bobby
bar,
Brown.
yes, there was the bar, yeah.
So I'm just there like I'm like I understand why he said why he brought her name. And also, she's one of the biggest names that like is associated to
Yes,
Drake.
that's what I'm.
So it's
That's
just
what I
like
don't understand. It's like people were so dense about that. They're like literally, like, you see like the prime tweets were like, Drake says, nah, that's exactly what a pedophile would say. And I'm just like, okay, so if he says nothing, he's a pedophile. If he says no, it's not true, it's a pedophile. And then they're like, oh, let's why'd you mention Millie? No one was talking about Millie. Everybody was talking about Millie. That was like the
I mean
prime
Kendrick.
exact.
Yeah.
That was the one that I knew that I was like, that is a little weird, like whatever. But like, that's the one I knew everyone was criticizing about him. That it's like, oh,
Yeah.
he was talking, he was like texting her, saying like words of like affirmation, advice when she was like 16
Mhm.
or 15, whatever it was, right? And I'm just like, that's like the most common one. Of course, he's gonna address it. Like that doesn't make any sense. People are like, why'd you even mention her? Are y'all stupid? Like I don't understand.
For the people that are deciphering Kendrick bars, you would think that that was something you would pick up and be like, "Oh, that's why Drake chose her by name," like. But I don't know, like, both sides are a little weird to me because like the Kendrick stuff we just talked about, but like Drake stuff also, like, yeah, there is a decent amount of like people talking about like the Millie thing, the chick that he had on stage that was
That was
17, even though
that's
she
probably the
came
worst
out,
one. Yeah.
yeah, even though she came out and said nothing happened. Um, but then I've been seeing videos of like some dudes like in high school in Canada saying like nothing's worse than like you start liking this chick and then you see she's at Drake's mansion on the Saturday at a
Yeah.
party. And I'm just there like, okay. But also like Drake's dad, I seen a video of him like talking to some she's of age. But he was so creepy,
Yeah.
And so I'm like I think both sides are weird, but musically, like I think if I wanted good songs, like songs that I could just listen to over and over again, Drake won, in my opinion,
Absolutely.
right?
And that's why
Like,
Taylor made freestyle
or
like
it's a
did so
tie.
well.
Yeah.
Like people like hated Taylor made the freestyle, and I get like it didn't get too much good reviews because the POC AI stuff like that and the Snoop AI, right? But
Mhm.
like we were talking about earlier, like if Kendrick knew the stuff that Drake would say about him, why didn't he kind of do like an Eminem 8 Mile type shit and kind of address it immediately? Like it's like say like, oh, you can say, because that's what Drake did,
Yeah.
and it
Yeah.
was clever
And then
how he
Drake
did
won.
it. And like so I'm just like Drake did this and this. Like he did pretty much everything right, and people are still like biased against him. I understand that Kendrick's writing in like these songs was fucking crazy, and the things he said is incredible. But that's like Kendrick's incredible. Like, Kendrick is one of the three best rappers in the world right now. And I think J. Cole, Drake, and Kendrick are probably the three best of all time in terms of like skill and overall. But like he's one of the best for a reason, right? So of course he's gonna come out with this crazy like incredible song or like written song. Like that was never in debate. But like you said, like it also has to be about how good the song is in general. So the beat, your flow, which in like Meet the Grams and like 616 and even Euphoria was good, but like the flow is like almost non-existent. It's just like him talking, and the beat's okay. Like the song isn't like as good, right? Not Like Us. That's a banger. I can't lie about that. That's a fucking
Yeah.
banger. That's a
No,
banger. I can't lie.
I think Euphoria had a decent flow, and then the fact that
It's better than the
he
other two.
switched
Yes.
beats.
Yeah, it's better than the
Yeah,
other two, of course.
but the other songs, it just felt like a dry flow that like you listen to it and it just feels, even though like Kendrick is saying some crazy shit, you know. But then also like you have people getting gas when like Drake is like, I mean Kendrick's like, oh yeah, your son should die, and people are like, oh my god, he's killing him, and it's like, it's not hard to say I hope you die, like that's like, it's not
The
not
skill
out of the
isn't
realm
making
of
it in,
possible.
like into a good flow in a bar and stuff like that. That's what's
Yeah.
impressive. Like and like because that's what like we told Justin about this. That's what Justin was advocating for fucking so fucking long. Like no,
Yeah,
it's all about
the lyrics.
the writing. But I'm just like, okay, like if it's all about writing, just go on Twitter and put an essay out. Like hello, like I
Yeah,
could
or
just
just
talk
do
on
it
a
a
beat.
cappella.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
just do it a
You
cappella
have
then.
to have a nice flow and like a good fucking like sequence of it. So like I don't understand. Like it's the bias is crazy.
Yeah, I agree. Like if they're just doing battle rapping where they're in a stage and they're just trying to kill each other verbally, cool. Kendrick's smoking him. But overall music, like Euphoria is one of my favorite songs that has came out from this. But like, Family Matters, fucking insane, bro. Like verse 2, verse 3 of Family Matters is just incredible. And I love how like fucking like in tune Drake is, where he's like, oh, Kendrick just opened his mouth, just give him a Grammy. And it's like it's stuff like that. Like he's like, oh, he just like he acknowledges that like no matter what, people are just gonna like Drake and Kendrick could just say, bro, I just took a shit, and someone's gonna be like, oh my god, oh my god.
He means that he's shitting on the competition, and it's like, okay, man, like.
And Drake killing it in Family Matters, but then Not Like Us.
Not like us.
I didn't like it at first, but then I listened to it and I was like, okay. I re-listened to it too. I was like, okay, it's tough. This is tough. But then the Heart Part 6, everyone's like, he just said nuh-uh. And I'm like, bro, like I like the Heart Part 6 because he stole Kendrick's thing after Kendrick stole his, the timestamp stuff. So I'm like, that's another chess move that he's saying some shit like, how come Whitney hasn't addressed anything? Whitney still hasn't addressed shit. But then you got her brother apparently tweeting saying, fuck him up, Kendrick. And it's just they're like, who are you? We don't care about Whitney's brother. We want to hear it from fucking Whitney. Like just like how if Drake is this pedo, we want to hear someone come
address
out.
It. Yes,
we need Like, so I don't get it. I just feel like it's very hypocritical on sides and stuff like that. I know I've said that. I still think Kendrick at the end of the day won, just because no matter how many songs you go through, like Drake has Push-Ups, Tailor-Made Freestyles, Family Matters, the Heart Part 6. The best one for me is Family Matters, right?
Mm-hmm.
Out of that, but then if I'm going through the songs of like Euphoria, I love that. 616, cool. Meet the Grams, cool. Probably missing something else.
Like Push-Ups, Tailor-Made.
No, like Kendrick stuff.
Kendrick stuff.
But then Not Like Us, and stuff like that. It's just like it's so big that like in Canada, like all over the world, they're like, yo, fuck Drake. They got LeBron dancing on camera.
Yeah.
To Not Like Us.
LeBron's a Laker though. He has to roll with the West Side.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's just crazy. It's insane. Unfortunately, no one wants to come to Drake's side, like 21 Savage or shit like that, anything.
Travis,
and it just really, it really just shows you that motherfuckers don't give a shit, and that they're trying to use that man for as much as they can.
And that's what it's Gojo versus Sukuna. I'm telling you.
Okay.
But in all seriousness, like it's just how it like it. Yeah, the bias and like again, like you told me this before. You said it before. People already, once the beef started, was like had like in their minds that Kendrick was gonna win no matter what, like no matter what. And like I disagree that I don't think Kendrick won. I definitely think it's close because I like you can't deny the great work Kendrick has put out, even though Drake has made better songs. But Kendrick has literally made like 3 or 4 songs, and they've all said the same thing. Drake has made like 3 or 4 songs,
a lot of them,
and it's been different shit every single time.
I will say every single time, but a majority they were.
Well, like Tailor-Made was, we're waiting on you. Like hurry the fuck up. Like what the fuck's going on? Push-Ups was like you're short, you're a bitch, and everyone else is against me. Blah blah blah. Fucking Family Matters was you beat your wife. You're a dumbass. Blah blah blah. Like a bunch of, and then the Heart Part 6 was
also like you beat your wife
and I beat the fuck out of you. Like it was but it was like I'm a pedophile. I beat the fuck out of you. But like all of the other 3 Kendrick were like you're a pedophile. You're a pedophile. I hate you. That's pretty much what it was. And then Euphoria was the only different one. Was like you're black and I hate you. Like you're not black enough and I hate you. Like,
you're black and I hate you. It's crazy.
That if you take that out of context, like, if you just clip that, that'll be fucking insane.
TikTok video. That's gonna be a TikTok video.
No. But
oh man, I think as fans we're blessed to have gotten great music. I was so deluded in the fact that I was just there like, yo, ruin their lives, ruin their families, keep dropping music. Keep drop. Like I don't care what.
J. Cole, get back in this bitch. I want to hear your music too.
Did you see? Cole was on a beach just chilling, and a fan came up to him, and he's just writing music, just chilling. And everyone's like, "Yo, Cole, we
The memes were
apologize.
true.
You made the right decision. You made the right decision." I don't know, man. Obviously, people are gonna have a bunch of things to say about this. Some people are gonna say that we're both biased towards Drake. I'm trying not to be biased in any fact because I do love both artists. But like I can admit, both artists, there was weird things where I was just like,
Both sides
I
probably
want to hear
aren't
you talk about
100%
that.
like no side is probably 100% like free and innocent. Like there's gonna be shit for both of them. Like they're humans, they're fucking celebrities. There's gonna be skeletons in the closet, like no matter what. Maybe one side's worse, whatever. Like, and like I'm biased. I think Drake's better because I like Drake's songs more. But like even like Euphoria came out, and I was seething because I was like, damn, that shit was good. I was mad because I was like, fuck, that was actually good as fuck. Like even though I disagree with like what he's actually saying, I'm just like the way he said it, this flow, everything was like good. I was like, that's impressive. It took a fucking 2 weeks or 3 weeks, but like still.
It was funny because like I was saying, I'm so over this beef, right? Before Euphoria dropped, I was like, I'm so over this. This shit is dead, right? Like Drake is just like beating a dead horse. Like, hey, you did up. Like that. Hurry the fuck up, right? And then Euphoria dropped, and I was like, oh, okay, this is kind of good. And then like push-ups, I was like, okay, maybe Kendrick won. I was like, Kendrick won. And then like, and then I heard Family Matters, and then Meet the Grams, and I was like, oh, we're cooking now. Yeah. Like we are cooking.
Hopefully
now.
It's not done too. I want them to. It'd be so fun. It's not gonna happen. But at the end of all this beef, they hop on a song together and fucking destroy it.
Bro, it'd be crazy. They have a collab album.
It's not happening. It's not happening. Like, that's what I was hoping.
You guys nearly destroyed your careers, like each other's careers. Just hey, collab album come soon, guys. Everyone would be like, that would be the only thing to unite the masses. Bloods and Crips will unite for a collab album between Cole, Kendrick, and Drake. I'm still waiting, but nevertheless, we as fans won. I just think we need to learn that we don't know these people. Like we're not their friends.
Big issue in media, man.
Some of the people just need to like chill out, enjoy the music for what it is. Apparently, Kendrick's gonna drop a music video, probably for Not Like Us. If so, then Drake's gonna have to respond with something because the song's already a fucking anthem in Cali right now. So
do we think that Kendrick needs to respond right now? Because regardless of like Kendrick did post the last song, but like Kendrick didn't.
No, Drake posted the last one.
Oh, Hard Part 6?
The Hard Part 6
was Not Like Us not after?
Was the last one. Oh, was it?
I don't remember. I had
no. I think I think.
Oh yeah, Drake was last.
Not Like Us. Yeah. Because it was Family Matters, then Not Like Us.
Respond, yeah. Kendrick definitely needs to respond.
So I mean, I heard he was going to do a music video, so we will see about that. But if it continues, we'll definitely talk more about it. But I think there's not much left to say. Then
not much. We've been going for 40 minutes.
Yeah, but let us know down below which side you on. Are you on Team Drake, Team Kendrick?
Don't come at us.
We
like side, but like we're like I'm giving Kendrick his props and giving Drake his props. Bodega's giving the props to both sides. Like we're here not to be like, oh my god, you're a fucking piece of shit if you like Kendrick. You're a piece of shit if you like Drake. We're just like, who do you fuck with more? What songs were you fucking with more? Like are you in the Justin camp where you think that it's only bars and that's all that matters, or it's only lyrics, or does beat and flow and all the cadence matter? Like this. So let us know in the comments.
Yeah, is Kid Clutch outrageous for saying Drake is Gojo? Let us know. But with all that being said, I'm gonna laugh if like after we film this, if Drake or Kendrick drops another song.
Oh my god,
I'm gonna be pissed.
I'll be so fucking pissed.
I'll just be like, we just filmed this video.
Let's go.
But with all that being said, we are the Cursed Ones Podcast, and we are out this bitch to film video number 2. So, peace.